Good morning children. So in continuation with the previous video we are here starting with the steps of respiration and the types of respiration. So this is the first step of respiration, that is glycolysis, and after that the next step of respiration is here given, the tricarboxylic acid cycle, which is also called as Krebs cycle, and after that the third one is here, it is the electron transport system, which is started from here. So these are the three steps of aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Here they have given the fermentation. So now I am starting the it is in a systematic manner, that first of all we are to here see that types of respiration. That respiration is actually of two type, that is aerobic respiration and it is anaerobic respiration. Okay, so first of all we are to define these two. Aerobic respiration, that means the respiration which takes place in the presence of oxygen. You are to define it completely. And anaerobic respiration is that which takes place in the absence of oxygen. Okay, so these are the two types of respiration are. Now we are here coming to the steps of mechanism of respiration. Steps of mechanism of respiration. So once we are writing the steps of mechanism, first of all we are to here define, rather we should define the respiration here. That respiration is actually a biochemical, right here, that respiration is a biochemical process, biochemical process of breakdown of food, breakdown of food and release of energy, release of energy, that is ATP. ओके, ये तो रेस्पिरेशन का डेफिनेशन सबसे पहले लिखना है, उसके बाद में इसके टाइप्स बनाने हैं. ओके, टाइप्स के बाद में उन टाइप्स को डिफाइन करना है. अब आ गया स्टेप्स. अब स्टेप्स बताने के लिए हमने पहले रेस्पिरेशन का यहाँ पर इक्वेशन लिख दिया. एज यू हैव रिटन, इट इज़ अ बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑक्सीडेशन और ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ फूड एंड रिलीज ऑफ एनर्जी. तो ये आपने इस स्टेप को इस तरीके से लिख दिया. ओके, दिस स्टेप actually this breakdown of food takes place in the cell, so this is called as what? Cellular respiration. This is called as cellular respiration. Now we are here discussing the steps of this cellular respiration. So first of all, the glucose, from where do the glucose is has reached to the cell, which we have discussed in the previous video. That food is being taken and it is digested and the glucose is absorbed in the blood and blood carries the glucose to the cell. So glucose has reached to the cell. Okay, here now this glucose which has reached in the cell like this, it is, this box is showing the cell, it is depicting the cell here. So this glucose in the cell cytoplasm, the breakdown of glucose in the cell cytoplasm starts. So in the cell cytoplasm, the glucose is converted into one molecule of glucose we are taking up. So one molecule of glucose converts into two molecule of pyruvic acid, two molecule of pyruvic acid, and this process is called as glycolysis. This is the first step of respiration, but it is also not completing in one step, rather it is also so many intermediate compounds are formed in this glycolysis to form two molecule of pyruvic acid, which we are going to discuss after discussing this. So pyruvic acid will now release the carbon dioxide, water and energy, but before that it will enter to the Krebs cycle, and this Krebs cycle takes place in the mitochondria. It takes place in the mitochondria. And not only the Krebs cycle, the electron transport system, also takes place. Both you can write, Krebs cycle and electron transport system. And these two pyruvic acid molecule now will be converted into the carbon dioxide, water and energy. Okay, and this energy is nothing but it is ATP only. So these are the steps of respiration. Okay, but we were discussing the respiration is of two type, that is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So if it is a aerobic respiration, then the steps will remain same which we are discussing just now, or which we have just shown here. So if the respiration is aerobic respiration, then this all will take place, that glucose will undergo glycolysis in the cytoplasm of the cell and two molecule of pyruvic acid will form. These pyruvic acid will undergo Krebs cycle in mitochondria and electron transport system, and carbon dioxide, water and energy is formed. This is the summary of aerobic respiration. Okay, aerobic respiration. But if it is a anaerobic respiration, then the same glucose is the raw material or the respiratory substrate is there. The glycolysis is common in both the respiration. So glycolysis will definitely be there in the cytoplasm, and after that, if oxygen is not available, then these two molecule of pyruvic acid which is formed in the glycolysis, these pyruvic acid may convert into alcohol, so that it is called as alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation, and this alcoholic fermentation takes place in the plants. Alcohol is formed and carbon dioxide is formed, and only two ATP molecules are formed from the pyruvic acid. This is called as anaerobic respiration and its type is alcoholic fermentation. Another is lactic acid fermentation. In this the lactic acid will be formed, so that it is called as lactic acid fermentation, and this lactic acid fermentation takes place in the animals, in muscles, especially in the muscles of the animals. Okay, here also the same is there, that lactic acid will form, then carbon dioxide will form, and only two ATP molecule is the result of anaerobic respiration. Okay, only two ATP molecule. However, here the ATP in the aerobic respiration is the 36 ATP molecule are formed. So this is the two type of respiration is there. Okay, so now that means if we are to see the mechanism of respiration, in both the cases we are to see the glycolysis is common in both the cases. Glycolysis is common in both the cases. So that today we are here discussing the glycolysis from your book. Okay. So now this glycolysis is called as what? This is called as generally EMP pathway. E for Emden, M for Meyerhoff and P for Parnas. So this is also called as EMP pathway, and the glucose which will undergo partial oxidation to form two molecule of pyruvic acid, and glucose is formed from the sucrose. Sucrose is stored in the plant by the process of photosynthesis, and it is the end product of photosynthesis is there. It is stored in the plants as a carbohydrate, and sucrose is converted into the glucose, or it may also convert into fructose by the enzyme invertase. This step is not written here. You may write here that sucrose is converted into glucose by the enzyme invertase. ओके, उल्टा कर दिया, ग्लूकोज से सुक्रोज बना था और अब सुक्रोज से ग्लूकोज बन गया है. तो दिस इज इन्वर्टेज एंजाइम इज देयर. दैट मीन्स नाउ वी हैव गॉट द रेस्पिरेटरी सबस्ट्रेट, and this respiratory substrate can be glucose, can be fructose, but we are taking up glucose. Okay, now first of all what will be there, what is the first step? That glucose is converted into glucose 6 phosphate and this process is called as conversion is called as phosphorylation. Phosphorylated, it will get phosphorylated in the presence of the enzyme hexokinase, which is written here that glucose is converted into glucose 6 phosphate. What is not written, you have to write here. This process is called as that glucose has got phosphorylated in the presence of hexokinase enzyme. As I have written, you also supposed to be write it here. Now in this step, actually the energy is consumed. ATP is converted into ADP. Here you are to very much focus upon that where do the energy is released and where do the energy is consumed. So here energy is consumed and ATP has converted into ADP. Okay. Now what will happen, that this glucose 6 phosphate will convert into fructose 6 phosphate, and this process is called as isomerization. So it will get isomerized and it will convert into fructose 6 phosphate, and this is called as isomerization. तो fructose 6 phosphate बन गया. अब जो fructose 6 phosphate है, again it will convert into fructose 1,6 biphosphate, and here again the energy is used. ATP has converted into ADP, and phosphate which is released will get bind to fructose, so that it has become, it was fructose 6 phosphate, it has become fructose 6 biphosphate. Okay. अब fructose biphosphate जो है 1,6 biphosphate, in the presence of the enzyme aldolase, it will split into two compound, that is triose phosphate. This is called as ग्लिसरलल्डिहाइड phosphate. ये ट्रायोस phosphate मतलब इसमें 3 phosphate हैं, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज PGL, that is phosphoglyceric acid. Also it may be called as triose phosphate. Somewhere here written PGL, 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, that is PGAL. Okay, and it has got splitted into two. So another compound which is formed is dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and this is called as DHAP. Okay. Now this PGAL will again convert into triose biphosphate. It was triose phosphate, triose biphosphate. This was only 3-phosphate. It has become 1,3 biphosphate, and this is called as DPGA. DPGA. Here the two molecules are formed because these two are interconverted. So this PGAL is in count it is, keep in mind that it is 2 in number. Okay, because we are to count each and every compound. So here what I was telling you, that fructose 1,6 biphosphate is split into PGAL and DPGA. So this is PGAL and this is DPGA. Okay. Now this PGAL, by utilizing energy, by converting the NAD, ADP to ATP. Here energy is formed. It is ADP is converting into ATP. So here energy is formed when it's convert. So DPGA, 3-phosphoglyceric acid, also an energy yielding process. This is an energy yielding process. In this process energy is not utilized, rather energy is produced, and it has converted into 3-phosphoglyceric acid, and this 3-phosphoglyceric acid is PGA. Okay, so what was there, this DPGA, this PGAL has converted into DPGA, and in this process the energy is formed in the form of NADPH2. NAD has converted into NADPH2. This is also a form of energy, and again this DPGA has converted into PGA, phosphoglyceric acid. Here also the energy in the form of ATP is formed. Okay, so we have reached up to here, that is what the ATP is formed and this PGA is formed. Now this PGA is now converted into 2-phosphoglycerate, and by the presence of the enzyme enolase. and this phosphoglycerate again convert into pyruvic acid, 2 molecule. Here also the energy is released. Okay, so that way you have seen that glucose has now converted into the pyruvic acid. From one molecule of glucose, the 2 molecule of pyruvic acid is formed. So what is the net gain of glycolysis? 2 molecule of pyruvic acid is formed, 2 ATP are formed. One ATP is formed here, one is formed here. But these are the two molecule. Hence you will count 2 into 2, that means 4 ATP. क्योंकि एक मॉलिक्यूल से 2 ATP बने हैं तो 2 मॉलिक्यूल से 4 ATP बनेंगे. Similarly, 1 NADH2 is formed here. This is 1 NADH2 is formed here from one molecule. So from 2 molecule 2 NADH2 will form. Similarly, 2 ATP are used here in these two steps. So 4 ATP are formed. Out of that 2 ATP are used. So net gain is 2 ATP. So what is the net gain? 2 NADPH2, 2 ATP and 2 pyruvic acid. And this process takes place in the cytoplasm, and this is the process of glycolysis.